Hey everyone, it's Josh here from Easy Crypto Hunter. We've got some new members of the team joining us this week, and the questions came up about what the heck is the difference between types of cryptocurrency wallets. So I thought we could have a little quick flick through, help the guys on the team, and obviously get this filmed for you guys too, so it makes a little bit of sense to everyone watching. So it's dead simple. Sometimes people get really confused about this. It does get a little bit more technical. We're going to keep it quite simple, but effectively, cryptocurrency wallets is nothing more complicated than an address. It's a big string of numbers in which you can keep your coins in. Think of it almost in a very simple term like an online bank account address, a bit like you've got your account number and sort code, but your cryptocurrency wallet address is your unique address for that individual type of coin. Now, each type of coin has its own wallet. Now, you may have, say, one Bitcoin wallet in one place and one Bitcoin wallet in another. You can have multiple of the same, but you can never send a different coin to a wallet that's a different type of wallet. So if you sent Ethereum to a Bitcoin wallet, that Ethereum is not going to be coming back very easily. So do not ever do that. That's kind of rule number one. Be very careful and only ever send the same coin type of funds to the same wallet address. So it's always best, kind of one of the golden rule if you're ever moving crypto around, is always do a micro transaction first. If you want to send one Bitcoin from one address to another, send 0.000 whatever Bitcoin to that same address first, wait for it to arrive, and then you know at least you've got the address correct. So many mistakes have been made by people getting one letter or something wrong. These strings of code are very long in lots of instances, so the best thing to do is copy and paste them. Don't ever try to manually enter them on the keyboard because you'll probably definitely make a single mistake, and that's not going to go too well for you. So that's one quick little rule. Now, what are the big differences between the two types of wallets that we have? So effectively, we have something called hot wallets and we have something called cold wallets. Now, the difference is small, but very, very large. So a hot wallet is effectively an online wallet. So this is a place where you can have your coins online on a website where you can access those coins instantly from anywhere in the world, of course, but they're effectively on the custody, the people that own them, effectively it's on a website. So you might have coins on an exchange, something like Binance, Cryptopia, Bittrex. Now I've used these examples particularly because Binance is an exchange account. Lots of people keep the coins on Binance. Binance to date is the biggest exchange. It's certainly the safest to all intents and purposes. It's a pretty good place to do trades and initiate things. But for ultimate safety, obviously keeping coins on an online exchange isn't the optimum because you effectively don't control the keys to those coins. So this is kind of where this rule's come in. If you don't own the keys, you don't own the coins. Now you're probably thinking, what the hell are keys? So in a nutshell, if you have let's say a Bitcoin wallet address, and you have this address and it's a unique address and you can use it and you could log on to something like Coinbase or Binance and you have a Bitcoin address there and your Bitcoin can be sent from there, received from there, you've kind of got it. But it's almost like if you don't have the keys, it's a little bit like, imagine it like renting a house. You can, if you rent someone's house, you can, live there and stay there and kind of do everything you need to do. It operates as if it was yours, but actually you don't own anything. And anytime the owner of that house can come and kick you out, take the keys and do what they want with it. So if you physically don't own the keys, so like the deeds of the house, it's almost like, the official license of that address in a nutshell, or the license of those coins rather than the individual address. So if you do not have the keys, you don't have the coins. So that's the biggest downside with an online exchange. So when people say, oh, my Bitcoin wallet's been stolen or hacked, what people fail to understand is it's not the blockchain of Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever coin that's been hacked. It's the actual website or place in which that coin has been stored. This is a mistake people often make in the sector. So it's a little bit like having £20 stolen out of your wallet and then saying your bank account's been hacked. That's not actually what's happening. It's just the place where you've left your coins has been vulnerable, not the actual blockchain itself. So Cryptopia is an example. Recently, obviously, we know that had some issues in New Zealand, and a lot of Ethereum was stolen from that platform. So anyone that had Ethereum that was on the Cryptopia platform on a hot wallet has likely lost that coin forever. Whereas, if they kept it in a cold wallet, then that would have been totally different. So there's different types of cold wallet. You can have a paper wallet or a physical storage device, something like a Ledger Nano S or a Trezor. So effectively what this does is you can take your coins from wherever they are, move them to a physical storage or a cold storage. It's totally off the internet at that point. It remains on the blockchain. Your coins are not stored on anyone's computer server, on anyone's website, and you automatically are able to get the keys for those addresses. So even if you were to lose any of these devices, well, the physical devices at least, you're able to use those keys or the restore mechanisms within these to be able to get those keys back. So it's a little bit like keeping, things off the internet and keeping them safe. So a paper wallet is exactly that. You can actually print out your keys or your restore keys on paper. So sometimes this can take the form of a unique string of numbers or code. In other forms, it could be like a 24-word unique sequence of words to kind of, if you recreate these words, it then generates that code which gets you your coins back. And that's also how it works with a Ledger Nano S and a Trezor. With a Ledger Nano S particularly, when you set it up, you get a 24-word unique phrase. And if you write down those words, if you were to ever lose that device, if you bought a new device and put those words into it, it would restore the coins that were on your device that got lost, because it effectively links your device to your keys, and then it remembers everything. So it's a much, much safer way of doing it. Whereas if you have your money on an exchange, which sometimes you need to if you're selling into cash or if you're trading between accounts, these are very valid and very great ways to have crypto. Sometimes here you're able to get airdrops and kind of get given coins and splits, and there are some definitive advantages in certain instances of this. If you're storing coins in a longer term value, we always advise our clients to put things in a cold wallet, particularly as the numbers get a little bit larger, because it's much, much safer. So by having the keys, you effectively own the coins forever. So we always tell our clients, if you don't own the keys, you don't own the coins. So that's the fundamental difference between hot wallets and cold wallets. They both have inherent advantages. Hot wallets should ultimately be used in a shorter term time frame if possible to perform a certain task, changing a coin, withdrawing to cash, something that needs to have a quicker activity. And larger stores of coins that you're holding onto for a longer period of time, you should really always try and put in a cold wallet to be able to do that. Now you can of course move between hot and cold wallets just as quick as any normal blockchain transaction. So if you're quite happy to access this device fairly regularly, you can store your coins here and use it just as quick as any other mechanism on the normal transfer time. So keep as much as you can here, keep as little as you can here, unless you've got a specific reason to do so, which is pretty much it. So that's everything in a nutshell. If you don't own the keys, you don't own the coins. Any other questions, get in touch with myself or the team. We'd love to help you. And hopefully this has been a quick whistle-top tour of hot wallets versus cold wallets and how you can store your crypto safely.